Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Tiny. It's Sunday morning, and I think we're gonna get some rain. And I'm really hoping we don't because my youngest two boys, uh, David and Ethan, have their football pictures today, and oh boy, I hate traffic. Um, they have their football pictures today, and they also have their very first football game. So, you know, it's going to be really terrible and crappy if it rains. But I don't care. I'll sit through it because they're my boys and I love them. So, my family means more to me than anything in life. You know, I may enjoy hunting as a hobby, but to be honest with you, my family means more than anything in life could ever do. Hold on one second here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, my kids mean, and my fiance mean more to me than anything in life. As far as I'm concerned, family is more important to me. Dang it. Anyway, my little thing I use to stabilize my camera, since my camera doesn't have stabilization, just doesn't want to work with me today. I don't know what. It is being a pain. But, uh-oh. But, you know, I see people, some people, you got some younger kids in this newer generation of kids that they have children, and the dads either don't care or the mother doesn't care, or they give their kids up to their parents and say, here, you raise them, I can't deal with it, I'm too busy partying and getting high. And to me, it's a serious problem in this country. You can't, when I was a kid, and when I was a kid, and if we did something wrong, we got an ass kicking. And you know, I'm a better person for it, to be honest with you. I may have gotten some whoopings, but I never had a broken bone from it or nothing like that. But the point of the matter is, and if you want, just side note, if you want to know what I'm looking for deer. I can't help myself when I'm in a place where I hunt and it's a wooded area, I look. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I've been hunting, for years and stuff, so I just naturally look. But anyway, back to, kids these days don't have any respect for their parents. And then when they become parents themselves, they just, it's like, oh great, now I'm stuck, instead of, wow, look at this great gift I have, this amazing thing that took place. And they just, it's terrible. You get these young people together and they get married way too early, and I'm guilty myself. I'm not gonna lie. I've only been married once, and my soon-to-be ex-wife, we haven't been together for years, but we've been married since '99. My kids' mother's a real piece of work, and she just one day she calls me up and says, I'm leaving. No reason. Just decided that that's what she wanted to do. And, well, make a long story short, my kids ended up paying for it. Like, they were abused and everything else. So, that's why my family means more to me than anything. I got custody of my kids, which is a difficult thing to do no matter where you live, for a father to have custody of their children. But I fortunately do, and my kids are doing really good, and I love my kids. There's nothing in life that would stop me from protecting them or making sure they were okay. I'd die for my kids. But my family, we're all very, very, very close. And I'm close with my parents. I'm close with my sisters. I have 3 sisters. You got kids these days, all they're worried about is goofing off or doing drugs, or sitting in front of video games, most kids would rather play a video game than go out and play, and then they want to know why, statistically, why you're having more obese children. It's because, they've been taught, hey, this is great, come play video games. And then, you got this new generation of parent that doesn't want to deal with them. So, their answer is, well, heck with it. Let them plop their butt down in front of a video game, and, I don't have to deal with them, and, that's pretty much it. Or let them sit in front of the computer for hours and hours and hours, To me, it's an epidemic, in my opinion, And I think the biggest problem is, and this is just my opinion, because you can't correct your child anymore. If you, You know, children, they're taught at school, they're told at school that, you know, if your parents are doing stuff, anything to you that you don't like, come tell us and we'll fix it. I mean, you know, kids have more rights than parents. You can't even smack your kid's butt anymore without, you know, getting in trouble. And, you know, and then you want to know why you have kids um, getting in trouble all the time and doing bad stuff. It's because you can't correct the kids. And then you got this new generation of parents that you know, they're having kids really young, and they're like, now what do I do? You know, it's really a sad situation. So you know, I'm very lucky. I got 3 kids that are absolutely wonderful. I love them, and they're all, I can honestly say, not just because they're my kids, they're actually good kids. They really are. Um, they're really polite. You know, uh, they're just all around good kids. And for some of the things that have happened to my kids, and I will not elaborate on this because it's pretty bad and not something that needs to be put on YouTube. But my boys are doing all right, and they now have a female, you know, individual in the picture that truly does care about their well-being, and not money. The only reason their their, you know, their biological mother wanted custody of them is, and it's just sad, is because I paid her over $1,000 a month in child support. I've had custody of my kids since '96. I haven't gotten so much as a birthday card from her for my 3 kids. So, you know, my family is very important to me, and I just think it's sad how kids today are towards their parents, how they act in school. You know, when I went to school, if you were bad, they took you to the principal's office. They made you touch your toes and they gave you a paddle. You know, oh, you can't do that anymore. That's abusive. If you look back and you really look at it, when you were able to do that kind of stuff at school, you didn't have problems with the kids like you have today. You know, if that kind of, and this is just my opinion, if that kind of stuff was still in place, what you had happen at like Columbine, wouldn't school would have never happened. You know, they've taken too much away. You know, they say it's to protect children, but you know, don't get me wrong. There's some people that go overboard and do stuff that should not be done as far as hitting their children. I understand that. But, you know, you go from one extreme. I mean, that's extreme. You don't ever want to hurt your kids. But teaching them's another thing. And, you know, a lot of kids are disrespectful. If I ever, you know, I hear it all the time. You know, you'll hear teenagers just, you know, telling their parents to go F themselves or whatever, or, you know, even younger kids. I knew one mother. She was a single mother. God bless her. You know, and her kid was 14 and ran the house. Like, did whatever they wanted. They were smoking and everything else. And if she would say anything, he'd beat the slop out of her. You know, she was so petrified of him, you know, it was ridiculous. But, you know, it's okay for him to lay a hand on her, but she wasn't, you know, she wasn't allowed to do nothing to him because he's a minor. You know, I don't know. It just kind of was on my mind today, and I just thought I'd talk about it. And, I just want to get your opinion on that. Like, seriously, an honest opinion on, you know, on, like, what do you think about the kids overall in the United States as a whole compared to 30 years ago, 40 years ago? You know, we didn't have these kinds of problems when you were able to, you know, smack their butts and, you know, tell them, you know, blah, 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 or whatever. You know, kids now are so lazy, they don't want to do anything. All they want to do is play video games. You can't get them outside. You can't, you know. And it's terrible, you know. And then families are so disconnected because, like I said, this new generation of parents, they just here sit down in front of the video game. That's their babysitter. They figure, hey, you sit in front of the video game, I don't got to deal with you, you know. And that's terrible. That's just, it's terrible. You know, whatever happened to everybody sitting down and eating dinner together? You know, or, well, let's get together and, you know, go to a park and have a picnic. I mean, you know, those kinds of things don't happen anymore. At least not very often. You know, it's sad. You know, families today aren't like they used to be. You know, I remember when I was a kid and we ate dinner. We ate dinner together. We all ate dinner together. You know, now it's, oh, your stuff's at the kitchen, just go eat it, you know. Or, here's a couple bucks, you know, go to McDonald's with your friends, just get away from me, I don't want to deal with you, you know. I see it every day. And it's just a sad thing. And, I think it needs, you know, the problem is, and this is just my opinion, you know, you got all these groups, these civil rights groups or whatever, and they, you know, they're like, you know, well, if you do this or this, you know, if you hit your child and there's a mark on them, that's being very abusive. And so you can't, you know, when you start at a young age, and if a child equates getting a smack on the bottom with being bad, with something that they're not supposed to do, and they know that that's going to happen, they don't do it. Kids today just do whatever they want because they know they can. They're taught at school that, you know, and most parents are just either too busy or don't give a crap. They may love their kids, but they really don't care what they do because they don't want to have to deal with them. It's pretty sad. But, I'm sorry, I know this is a long video, but just curious what you guys think. Make video responses, like comments. Um, Thumb it up, thumb it down, either way. You know, I know this is a touchy subject, so, but I'm a firm believer in family, and I think that's the most important thing in my life. Well, I not think, I know, but what do you guys think? I mean, you know, I think we need to start getting back to eating dinner together. You know, really taking an interest in what our kids are doing. You know, most parents have no idea where, you know, their kids go outside to play. And most parents have no idea where their kids are at or what they're doing. So, you know, like I said, I'm going to wrap this up. Apologize about it being so long. You know. But let me know what you guys think down below. And we'll see y'all in the next one. And take it easy. Thanks.